Okay.
Hey guys, we're back for part four because part three just erased. Uh, Robert and I were recording the last part of the segment of the DJ story, which we're gonna get into right now. But
Mhm.
it was funny because the whole concept and theme of this episode has been like recording and not recording and the technology. And I guess since I was outside in the outside studios, the the laptop overheated. It's actually super hot right now, but it cooled down a little bit. Me voy para la sombrita, güey.
Yeah, because as I was as we were recording the other video, I saw you sweating, bro. I was like, hey, what's so bad? Because the sun was hitting you.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I'm okay. I can roll with it. But the computer got hot, and he said, as Robert was finishing his story, boom, it just shut off. I was like, what? What? I was like, oh shit. I was
It
like,
is what
and
it is, bro.
it didn't save the interview. So I'm gonna ask you the question again,
Yep.
and you don't have to go into like, just
Detail. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, just do your thing, brother. But Robert told me a great story yesterday about his ability, or not his ability, his opportunity to DJ, and he's always had a dream to DJ for like a
Mhm.
party and to buy his equipment and to have all this stuff, to become a DJ for parties. But so Robert told me the story on how it happened, and I was like, bro, that needs to be on the podcast. So Robert, if you don't mind repeating it again, brother, how
Yep.
did it
No, that's
feel
fine.
to DJ for this party this past week? Or was it a
Um,
month ago?
2 weeks
What,
ago, two
2 weeks
weeks
ago?
ago,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. It was something that I always wanted to do. I never had the opportunity to actually DJ for a party. Maybe just my kids' party, but to actually do a host, well, not host that to TJ for an actual like in a like a small event. I had that opportunity when my cousin she asked me if I could DJ because I know that I spoke with you about this, how much DJs are actually charging
Oh
by
yeah.
the hour, and I asked you,
Mm-hmm.
you said, yeah, like I think you said for
450.
4 hours, 450. I'm like, whoa. And she had mentioned something about that. I'm like, wow, like DJs do make a lot of money. I mean, they make good money, as a side hustle. So, anyways, so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. He said, how much are you gonna charge? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it for free. In my mind, I'm like, it gives me exposure if people want to see me. So that went. So I do it. I go there and man, it was I had my setup. I brought my speakers. I brought my lights, and it was a big place. And I was just sitting there, as I was putting the music together and DJing. I was like, man, I had to take video. I had to because I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna do this again. I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be my first or last one, but I'm going out with a bang. And the party turned out there was like a close to 100 people there. I received good feedback about how I was playing different types of music, that I wasn't just sticking to one type. I was, as a DJ goes, my thing is you have to observe the area, okay, like what is it they're dancing to, and you adjust on the fly. Even though I already had a playlist, but as a DJ you always have to adjust on the fly. So uh I got to experience that, man, and just everybody having a good time, everybody dancing, and it's just like how I pictured it, like a party that was packed, uh people enjoying the music and having a good time. I didn't drink at all, like nothing. No, I was
That's
like, my
good. That's
mind is,
good.
I was just focused on this because this is what I wanted to do, and I'm not gonna fuck it up. So I had a good time, and time flew by fast because I was just thinking about, okay, what is the next song. As soon as I play one song, I'm like, okay, I'm already thinking about the next song and the next song. So, but overall, bro, like I'm very happy, very thankful. I thank my cousins
Trusting
for
you.
asking me, yeah, for trusting, yeah, man, for trusting me with the music and just believing in me, and
Bro,
dream fulfilled.
and I think you said you started your journey like 13 years ago where you really wanted to go full in or go
Mhm.
all in, but you had a little mishap there where like it kind of like
Yeah,
derailed you from pursuing this side hustle that you would love to get.
yeah. It's just the thing is, I had bought a Mac Pro. That was a Mac Pro laptop, Because dude, when you would see the DJs, chinga, they always had that MacBook. I'm like, you know what? I want to get me one of those. But chinga, when I saw the price tag, it was $2,000. I'm like, damn. Well, my mind was, it's an investment. It's something that I want to do, so I bought it. I only had it for 30 days. The bill hadn't even arrived for my first payment. And I had invited a friend of mine. He brought his son over. He had a cup, a red solo cup, and it had, but it didn't have any alcohol. It had like a red drink. So a red, I think it was soda or Kool-Aid or something. And he got close to me because he wanted to see the laptop, and he spilled the fluids all over my keyboard. And I had bought insurance, and it was a pretty expensive insurance. But as I was reading through the policies and all that stuff, it stated that it didn't cover
Spilled.
accidental spill. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna send it out. As soon as they told me they couldn't cover it, like it clicked on me, like, "Boss, it's gonna be red. The fluid is red. They're gonna see that the liquid,
Spilled on it. Yeah.
is spilled." Yeah, so they notified the
The claim.
insurance, so the claim. So I was stuck with a bill of $2,000. My friend said he was gonna help me pay, which he never did. So it just yeah, I was like, you know what? Yeah,
You
I'm
had a
not I'm not
bad
gonna pursue this.
taste.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude, a
but
very
think
very
about
bad taste.
think about it, Rob. If you would have done this 13 years ago,
Mhm.
the mindset of Rob back in the days,
Yeah,
you wouldn't have lasted, bro. You wouldn't have. It's a different vibe now. Like you're in
yeah,
a better headspace. You're actually more confident. I want to say maybe
yeah, yeah, you know, for
not only
sure.
confident but also aware of other stuff that you weren't aware back in the days.
Yep.
Like maybe you would have been drinking back in the days to play music,
Yes.
and now
Yes.
you're like, nah, bro, I need to take this seriously, even though it's not a paid gig. I want
Yeah.
to make sure everybody has a good time. I want to take this really seriously. Like I actually want to have a really good job, like to
Yeah.
do the DJing today. And you didn't even take a sip of beer away or
No,
anything. I
nothing,
was
bro.
in. You were
Nothing.
focused. You were focused.
Yeah. And there was a lot of booze there, bro. Like there was, but I wasn't that shit didn't catch
It
my interest, bro. Like no way. Like I can drink any fucking time. Like this is something that I don't know if this is gonna be my last time, first and last time. So I don't want to fuck it up, man. I want to enjoy it. I want to be in the moment. I want to see people having a good time. Way like I really want to be, just enjoying it, enjoying the process. Not get inebriated or get clouded by alcohol and me,
messing it up.
messing it up, bro. Like, no, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about the people and them having a good time and my cousins
And it was
trusting
a
in me.
theme party, right? You said it was a what do you
Yeah,
call
yeah, it
it?
was a cholo.
A
Yeah, it was a
cholo
cholo
low
party,
rider
bro.
cholo
Yeah,
party.
low
I saw
riders.
the
Yeah,
pictures, bro.
man.
Everybody was dressed badass, like the cholos.
Yeah, dude. It went all out, bro. Like it was badass. No troubles. Nobody got in a fight. Nada, nada. Everybody was vibing. Everybody was having a good time. They were even asking for music. They were like, damn, really? Like, they were asking for SPM and stuff like that, bro. So I'm like, órale, con ganas, like, everybody was vibing, where everybody was having a good time. Everybody was dancing the cumbias and stuff like that. Like, it was just awesome, bro. Like, everybody had a good time. I had a good time. And, my primas, my cousins, they were getting compliments like, "Who's the DJ?" Because he's putting good music, and for me, like, "Wait, that's
That's
that's some
badass, dude.
badass feedback." Yeah, bro, like that's badass feedback. Because when I go to parties and stuff like that, way I always pay attention to what the DJ is playing. If I don't have that song, as I mentioned to you the other day, like if I don't have that song, and if my wife is there, like I ask her, "Hey, what's the thing where you, como se llama the one that you when you want
Shazam.
to find out a song?"
Shazam.
uh Shazam,
Shazam.
yeah. So she has Shazam on her phone, yeah. So I'm like, hey, put some Shazam it.
Shazam.
So she
Shazam.
Shazams, yeah, and yeah, and I put it in my playlist so I can have it. For me, it's just updating songs and stuff like that. But I've always been like that, bro. Like I've always been I'm very critical of how how DJs play their music. Anyway, for me, it's like you can be the badass scratcher or whatever you call it, like crossfade, all that stuff. But if you're not putting good music with it, it doesn't matter, way. It doesn't fucking matter. Most of the people there, they don't give a fudge if you're gonna be scratching or whatever. Maybe a certain percentage are gonna be like, hey dude, like that DJ knows how to do this because I do that. I like it. It's a very small percentage.
Yeah.
Most of the people they want play good music.
Just
That's
play
all I
good
give a shit.
music.
Play
Just
good
play good
music.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Just
Like
that's it.
make a good vibe. Like if you're able to
Yeah.
make a good vibe, ta con madre, güey, you know?
See, yeah, and it's much easier that way, bro. Like I'm not saying I'm not discrediting or
The
discrediting
people who DJ like that.
the
Yeah.
people that yeah no hey wait my respect, bro. That is talent. That is art. Patience. I I don't I'm not dogging on them. It's just something that I don't have the time to do that. And my mind is like I just as long as I play good music,
You're good.
you're good. You're good because most of the people they're not gonna give a shit if you know how to scratch or not.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's something that it came true, bro, and I'm happy and I'm grateful, and I'm gonna
And
do it
now
again.
you're gonna do it again, right? You said
Yeah,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna do
get
it.
another gig, and this time you're gonna get
Yeah,
paid or
yeah.
not? You're gonna do it for free.
No, 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 no. That's fine. No, no, no. But ahora sí, güey. I'm gonna put a tip jar. Cash
Ah,
app y todo el pedo. So whoever, yeah, because my tia gave me a $20 tip, way. She gave me
oh
a twenty
shit,
dollar
for
tip,
real?
way. Yeah, way. See, way. So what I'm gonna do now? I'm just gonna put a tip jar there and whatever. Like it's not gonna be an obligation or whatever. If they want to give me, comadre. If they don't, that's fine. I'm doing this because I love it. If I can get money out of it, comadre. If not, está bueno. Maybe out of that gig, maybe somebody's gonna ask me, "Hey, you think you can play for me?" Now, ya le digo, you know what? I know that DJs are charging 450. Hey, pues I'll charge you 250, $200. Yeah, something tampoco no me voy a pasar because obviously I don't have the experience.
To be
So tampoco
charging,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna be like, hey, yeah, I'm not gonna be overcharged. That's como
El
dice, you have to
Robert
get your
cobra
feet wet
mil
first.
dólares. El Robert cobra $1000 si quiere.
Si
he's
quieres, chefito.
he's bringing the vibes, and si quieres va a estar con
Si
madre el
quieres.
party.
Sí, güey. But
I'll
yeah,
be
way
better.
I do take it seriously, bro. Ese jale, way, like
That's
when
good,
it's
man.
trata music, bro, like I just concentrate, way. I just concentrate. And then I'm like, what's the next song, that I'm gonna play? And also también you get people that are requesting music that you don't have. You're like, hey, you know what? Hey, this is something good because I can add it to my repertoire. I can
Hmm.
I can add songs. And there's a couple of songs I hadn't heard in a while. Wait, I'm like, órale con ganas, like, boom, I look, boom. I just put it, I add it to my playlist. So it goes, it benefits
Man,
the person that's asking the song, and for me because I don't have it, and I'll take advantage of it.
that's beautiful, man. The music can take you into different parts of your mind, bro. And the other day I found a song that I used to listen to a lot,
Mhm.
and se la mandé al esposo de mi prima.
Mhm.
He's like my homie, right? Brian.
Yeah.
I sent it to Brian, and he's like, "What?" I took him back, bro. I took him back to
Yeah.
like 1996, and I was like, "Bro, remember?" I told him, "Remember this time when we're like, you had the CD, you played it in your car, and you would drive around, even if you had a system or not, you're bumping that song." And se llama Born to Roll, a song. Born to Roll by Master Ace. Shout out to Master Ace, Born to Roll. It's a badass song, bro. But it's like not everybody knows about that song.
Mhm.
It was a popular song for a little bit and then it kind of faded away. But when
Yeah.
you listen to it, it takes you back to that time because it hasn't really been played like over and over.
Mhm.
And hombre, dude, I was like when I was driving listening to that song and I told my daughter, look, check out the song. And then I sent it to Brian. We are all like, oh shit. And he's like, he actually called me like, bro, you just took me back, bro, to when I had this car. And he went to this whole memory of this car he had and the situation that was happening during that time. And he's like, bro, you just took me back. I hadn't heard that song in years, you know. So estaba con madre.
I
And
love
that,
doing that way.
yeah, and you told me that that happened in the party,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It happened in the party, and it happens when like let's say for example when I do like a barbecue,
Mm-hmm.
carne asada, whatever. When the side of my wife, their family comes over and chinga way, I always like to play old school songs, like and I enjoy when they tell me I haven't heard that song in a while. Like, órale con ganas, like badass. Like, I love that, bro. I love that because it's something that it back to nostalgia, goes back to memories, either good or bad or whatever you went through. But it does something to you, like you just go back to that time that you were hearing that song, like you mentioned, and it can be euphoric, it can be.
It is
adrenaline or
euphoric. It
whatever,
is,
bro.
bro. It is euphoric
So
for sure.
it's something that I enjoy doing that. I enjoy going back, and finding old school songs that that people don't play no more, man. They just don't play no more. I remember, and this is for the locals here in Laredo. Like we would
Dareo.
always play las colombianas, like La Misión Colombiana, Aniceto Molina. And now you go to the parties and bro, it's very rare that you hear that. Yeah, they do put like como Pegaso ¿cómo se
The
llama? Fito
classics. Yeah.
Olivares. Sí, but chinga, güey, they don't put those types of songs. Los Ángeles Azules, but the old school Ángeles Azules, they don't. Way like, ¿cómo te voy a olvidar? Like I haven't heard that song in a while. Way like being played in parties.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I mean, you have to evolve with the times, which I get. I get it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to insert some old school. De repente, because not everybody there's gonna be young. Hay unos que van a estar, 30s, 40s, 50s. So if you can tap that nostalgia in them también, so they can vibe to orale, they're just not playing their song, like orale, they're playing some of my songs that I used to hear back in the day. So you're doing a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Como
So
I don't know if you saw a little bit of the same topic que a Joe Rogan le pusieron la canción de Amor Eterno.
no, bro,
So there's a
really?
somebody came on his podcast like a few weeks or days ago. It was a Mexican dude or a Mexican American. He's like, "Hey man, have you heard this song Amor Eterno?" So they play Amor Eterno, but the female version, I think it's
Sí,
Rocío
la de
Durcal. Rocío
yes, sir.
Durcal.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful song, right? We all know it. Come
Yeah.
like we played
Yeah.
it because we're Mexican and we always hear that song.
Yeah.
Amor, I
Yeah.
think we lose
Yeah.
the quality of the song because we hear it so much. Like para nosotros ya, pues ya lo vimos muchas veces, pero
Mm.
Joe Rogan teared up, bro, and cried. He's like, man, that's a beautiful song. He's like,
Chinga, güey. Now I'm
oh,
gonna have to fucking look it up on YouTube, la chingada.
amor eterno. I was like, oh shit. I was like, bro, like, I was like, man, that song's a badass song. Like, it's true. Like, I actually, when he started listening to it and I'm watching Joe Rogan react to it, I was like, man, that's like fucking Mexican classic, bro. Like, esa canción
And it
te
tells you that music
manda.
doesn't have any barriers, bro. It doesn't have any barriers. It doesn't have any barriers. It's you hear the human emotion. You don't have to understand what they're saying, but if they're conveying like a certain human emotion, either
You feel it.
sentimental
You feel
or
it, bro.
you can feel it, bro. You feel it, man. And and you have those if you have the music that goes with it, like the beats and all that stuff, because it's gonna resonate more.
Hmm.
So I mean, you know that. I mean,
Yeah.
you're a you're an get at was it an engineer that you were
Sound
studying for?
sound engineer,
So
yeah.
yeah. So I mean, it's
Audio engineering. Yeah, man. It's
music
crazy, bro.
has a lot of influence, good or bad,
Good or bad, man. But I think
just like everything.
um just like the ability to be able to DJ way and put the crowd into a one frequency, even if they're not dancing, but they're jamming out to it. People are dancing. Some people are dancing, some people are not. But the whole everybody, every single person who's there is listening to the music,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
in
And
some form
you're
of
right,
way,
bro.
yeah,
You're right, way. You actually porque when I was there, bro, like there were certain songs that they were dancing, but I'm always observing the people.
you're
Way
like,
they were like this way, así way. Like this, like they were bobbing their heads, or I would get like, you did it. So they point at
what
you like,
down? They're like,
yeah, they do that, like with a smile, and they're pointing at you like
that's
yeah,
the
right
jam, that's
there.
the jam.
Yeah, there you go, bro. Like you don't have to be dancing, but as long as I know that you're vibing it, or they're like, like they're just bobbing their heads and stuff like that. You're like, okay, that's all I need. That's confirmation for me that they're vibing.
Damn, that's beautiful, bro. That's amazing, bro. Okay, I told you right that when we started my parents' business, they didn't really have a DJ, so I was a DJ for a few months. I think it was half a year. I would do the quinceañeras, the weddings. It was not my cup of tea, but I learned fast though. I learned fast that listen to what the crowd wants and you'll be all right. So I just like whatever they were come up to me, like I didn't even know the music, bro, but shit, pedite la verdad. Like I knew some Ramon Ayala, Tony La Rosa, pero no sabía
Yeah,
mucho, güey.
yeah.
but I had the playlist. Thank God I had a huge playlist. I don't even know how or why we had a playlist, but there's a huge playlist of music in the laptop that I would use. It was my parents' del salon, and I would just go in there and I would see people dance and like vibe, like that's fucking badass. Like that's crazy. Like, and what I would do when we would get there and people were eating or getting ready for
Yeah.
like before the whole celebration, right? When they're just
Yeah.
chilling, I would just play like slow melodic music. I was like, I'm gonna play music that is just chill. And then once the party starts to get a little bit more
Yeah,
crunk,
well.
you start changing it
Eh,
up.
yes,
But
sir.
but I didn't know the music, bro. Es el pedo, güey. Para ti, you know the music. For me, I had to like figure the
Yes.
fuck it out. Like it was
Yeah.
hard, bro. I was
Yeah.
scared sometimes, like, chinga, I hope this is a banger, because if I play it and nobody likes it, everybody turns around, like
Yeah. You're right,
there's
güey. You're right,
there's
güey.
the people that will turn around and like, and then there's the people who turn around
Sí.
like, what are you fucking playing?
O, okay, o cuando te dicen, change it. O sea, they do it with their fingers like they're
Cámbiale,
turning
cámbiale,
like
ya,
that.
quítala,
Change
quítala,
it, change
quítala.
it, change it, change
No,
it.
that's a bad
Y ya
feeling,
estás como
bro.
like, fuck, yeah, güey, that's not a good feeling, bro. Like, fuck, güey, está
No,
bueno, I fucked
but
up anymore.
like you, my homie GJ Georgie V, you guys know music, So for me, like I didn't know none of that stuff. So for me, it was harder. Pero I only did it for a little bit, and I got paid pretty good. I mean, not like the great, not like that, not like you.
Yeah,
Like now they're paying 450, $500. You go to
yeah.
Austin, San
Mm,
Antonio, they're like $600,
mm,
650, $1,000. It depends, bro.
yeah. Mm.
But here in Laredo was $400, 450, taco madre, 300,
So,
taco madre, way. Like
like,
you're
hey,
doing something
wait,
you love.
bro. Yeah, man. I'm like, hey, wait, comadre, güey, like I do something that I love, way, and it's not like back then when you're a DJ, like you had to stay the whole fucking night, like, ¿sí me entiendes? Like, yeah, you would charge, pero no tanto, güey. Now, like 450, 400 for 3, 4 hours. And they ask you, hey, pues can you stay? Pues $100
More.
more every hour. Like you'll make money, way. Like,
Yeah.
so no wonder, way. Like, man, it is a lot of money. Nada más que, unfortunately, here, like where I work at, I have one weekend off, yes, and then one weekend off, I don't. So I'm not really accessible all weekends. So it would have to be like um
Very seldom. Come every
yeah,
once a
seldom, yeah, once,
month, or every
see,
other
like,
month. Porque
yeah.
Lobos,
So
you have
that's
your
that's the only
family
bad thing.
too and all that shit. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So that's the only bad thing. But como like these opportunities that are coming in, we,
Pues
hey,
se
I'm
puede.
taking advantage of them.
Como que
Yeah, I'm
era
taking advantage of.
their family events. So
Yes,
yeah, you're gonna
yeah.
be there
So I'm taking.
anyways.
Yeah, so I'm taking advantage. Yeah, exactly, bro. I'm taking advantage of it, and I'm controlling the music, which this is what I like, bro.
You're controlling the music.
Music. Eso de siempre. I've always been super anal about that, bro. Like, I don't like to relinquish control of that way because I really do take it personally, way. But como I mean, I'm not. So when I was there and people were asking me for songs, I had to let my ego like, hey, calmala, like this isn't about you. So I was tested still, even though I was excited y la chinga, I was doing the songs. Y ya cuando they were asking me like to play, like como, hey, can you put this one? Yeah, I was like, in my mind, I'm like, hey, wait, pues que you don't like it, okay? But that's where if you want to be a DJ, you have to exit that shit out. This is not about you. This is not about what you like. You know, you're
Yeah,
there, you're
obviously,
providing you yeah, you're
because if
providing
you're there
music
for
and
what you're like, ya la gente se
nah,
te va.
nah, nah. Yeah, exactly. Way. So I was tested immediately, but como te digo, just like you said, bro, like maybe back then maybe my self-awareness,
Wasn't as great.
so I'm more self-aware. I'm like, you know what, hey, take it as así es, güey. This is you. Y luego yo me puse a pensar, güey, you would do this shit. Like you would even fucking bother the DJ, like, hey, güey, pon esta canción, güey, hey, pon esta canción. So, do you get what I'm saying?
Oh shit! I remember you from one party when I was DJing. You came up to me, "Hey, pon esta canción."
Hey,
It was
wait, I
you,
was,
motherfucker.
yeah,
It was you.
bro. I'm notorious for that shit, way. So,
Hey, Rob, you were that guy. Cámbiale, cámbiale. You were that
sí, güey,
guy.
cámbiale
Cámbiale,
el
cámbiale,
mente, güey, ¿qué
cámbiale.
es eso? No, wait, but I know now I was on the other side, bro. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, now I understand this fucking shit. Like, but I had the volada way. I got tested the volada, which was good, and I checked that shit out. Boom. Like, hey, yeah, it's not about you. It's not about this. You came here to provide music, and people are gonna ask you. People are not gonna like all your music that you have. You need to understand that. So again, it's not about you. And if somebody's gonna ask you for a song and then you don't have it, look at it. Okay, you know what? I don't have it, but I'm gonna add it, and I have it now. Just look at it that way.
Hmm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, if I ever become a DJ, it's gonna be only for hip hop.
hey, bro.
Yeah, they
You know
crean,
what? Hey, but you know what? Wait,
I'm
you know
playing, I'm
what?
playing.
You know what? Your previous interviews way that you've had with people from out of state,
Hmm.
they fucking know the music that you know, way.
Yeah,
So you vibe con madre because you guys, you know a lot of hip hop way,
yeah,
and you're talking about people from New York or whatever way, like they're like, hey, like wow, this guy knows this song, and it's something that it's not.
connects.
Yeah, man, you connect with them, bro. So this is just the Laredo area way. But if you go up north way, shit, way, people are gonna be like, oh yeah, no, Eric knows his shit. Eric knows his hip hop. So you get what I'm saying? Like
I'm going
you
on
reach a
tour, homie. I'm going on
you
tour.
wait, you
Yeah.
reach a broader like a more range, like
More broader audience. Hmm.
yeah. So but yeah,
And
way,
así
you know
que
your shit,
muere.
way.
I'm gonna go on tour where it's gonna be called the DJ Eric Hip Hop Tour from the '90s.
Hey, hey, you mentioned some groups. I'm like, hey, wait, I don't know who the fuck they are, bro. But you know that way. You know all that stuff way. So props to you, man.
I know, and now from you and Koki, my DJ Georgie V, like I've been
Mhm.
learning like the Tejano, the
Yeah,
country, the norteño. Now I know a
yeah.
little bit more of the difference. ¿Te acuerdas que antes dije, yo pensé que todo era lo mismo, güey? No mames.
And no, you're no, no, you're no, 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 you no, no, you're absolutely right, Eric.
Conjunto,
So
banda.
I grew up with Tejano and Conjunto. That's it, way. I didn't know anything else. I didn't know. I would hear cumbias como dijiste tú, like maybe we just want como Pegaso la cosas del amor. I was like, hey, wait, that's their jammer. No, bro. When I got to know more about that music, I'm like, hey, wait, they have chingos of hits. But in the bubble was only Tejano and country here in Laredo for me, when I was growing up. But as I was, como te digo, like I love music, and I was,
Exploring
as
more.
I
Hmm.
exploring with different friends, their repertoire of music. I'm like, damn. So I would just go search way. I would go berserk way, searching, and downloading way. So whenever we got together, they will be like, hey, where you put that song? Yeah, bro, because I remember the artist, and I went on a rabbit hole and I was, listening to the music and download. So as I was evolving like that, I was catching other genres like that way. So if you see my playlist way, or if you see my Spotify account, I have everything. Well, I love to hear jazz. I love to hear swing music, which is Frank Sinatra, the Rat Pack, todo eso, rock and roll,
New York,
70s,
New York.
70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s way. Like way, I have a lot way. But that's what I love way, and it depends on the mood that I'm in. Like you, también way, the frequency music, frequency sounds. I also have that way because of you. You and Jay. But mainly you, because that's you've already you're vibing with frequency sounds for a long time way. So I have that whenever I feel like if I need to concentrate, that's what I put. So I have a little bit of everything. Like if I wanna chinga, if I know it's a Friday, a la chinga, I know it's cumbias and upbeat music. And if I know it's a Monday, hey, rock, or rock and roll way. Like, hey, come on, bro, because
I
it's start of
wanna
the
rock
week and you
and
gotta
roll all
see all
night
the way, So it
and
depends on
every
my
day.
mood.
Hey,
Yeah, it's like a kiss. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's something that's helped me with them and evolve as uh people ask me, hey, wait, well, friends, hey, wait, who sings that song? And I just hear, and they're talking, okay, it's that song. Okay, it's that song. It's
You're
that
like
song.
you're like the Google for their
See,
friends.
way. Yeah, yeah,
You're
for
the
the most part.
Shazam. You're the Shazam.
I'm the
The
Shazam. Yeah, yeah, I'm the Shazam way. So I'm not saying that I know all music way,
no,
but
no, but you have a
maybe,
large
yeah,
selection of music you can
yes.
recall. Like, ah, that one's that.
Chinga way, and my Spotify, every year it tells you like a summary
Hmm.
of the playlist or whatever. It stated there way. I'm not gonna lie way. I was one of the top listeners of music in all, yeah, way, because
Wait, wait,
it
wait,
was
wait.
every.
Check this out. I'm gonna ask you the question though. Your playlist is one of the most listened playlists. No.
No, 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 no. It was more of what the music I consumed.
Oh,
The
okay,
music I
okay.
consumed. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Me ya te imaginas, bro. If the playlist, no, hombre, cállate, güey. I wouldn't be here. No, 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 no,
I'll be
no,
in
no.
that
It was,
globe.
yeah, no, it was. Es cierto, mira, you see,
I'll be somewhere in Australia playing some Tejano.
now it was more like what the music that I consumed. So it just told me like you're like at the top top
Because you
percent of
because you listen to music a lot of time.
yeah, way a lot of yeah, no tanto way. I used to a lot. Now I'm hearing a lot of audiobooks and podcasts. But back then, bro, like I would go ham on hearing music way from when I started in the morning until I my end of my shift way. Just hearing
Puro,
music, pass, pass,
puro
pass,
music
pass, pass.
mamalón, puro bass.
Yeah, 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 yeah. A little bit of everything, a little bit of everything. We saw it would tell me like, hey, like you hear different kinds of music, so that's good.
That's good,
So
man.
yeah,
Hey, bro. Shit, man. My daughter and was my son, right? But now he's listening to music, but my daughter is like more into like other shit that I've never really listened to. So she put me on to like music from Argentina, way. Y during COVID,
los
that's
enanitos
how.
verdes o qué?
No, no, hombre, otro
I'm
pedo,
just
güey.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, ¿era de Argentina o era de Brasil, güey? No sé, pero la canción, güey, ni es español, güey, ni nada, I don't know what the fuck they're saying, bro, but it was so, like, during COVID, we just connected like that. She would play music for me and my son, and, what's the name of that song, bro? I need to freaking find it, but it's so badass. Like, if you put that song, it's like a party vibe from the 80s. It's like,
Órale. So now you gotta
It's a
find that song,
beautiful
bro.
vibe, bro, and it's like the guy in the like it's just it's not even a video. It's just like a picture of the guy who sings the song, and he has a bunch of juices like in different colors, and he's like this, and the music's playing in the background, and like, man, it was so freaking fire during the COVID listening to that music, and we would just cruise around sometimes and listen to those songs, and then she put me on to like music from France, bro. Dije, a la madre, esa canción, güey. Because MF Doom, one of the artists that I listened to, he passed away during COVID, actually, October of 2020. He has a song that has a super badass sample. I didn't know that the sample was a French song. So my daughter found it. She's like, look that. So we're driving in the car, and she puts it on YouTube, like boom, and we're driving. It was like, no way. She's like, yeah, that's the sample where MF Doom got it. But look, this is actual a whole entire song. Bro, that song is el sample es nomás un pedacito. La song está pendeja, güey. No,
No, pues
hombre, güey.
me
It's
la
like
mandas.
so progressive. I'll send you the songs, bro.
Yeah.
Um, it's so progressive that you're like, how is this even possible? Is this like maybe recorded in the 70s? And
Damn.
the both songs,
Well,
this,
which was the '70s supposedamente were the
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 best
golden
years,
era.
yeah, golden era
Yeah, the
of
best year.
recording, bro. Like
Yeah.
there's very little there was actual voices singing, and
Yeah.
the
Instrument
instruments
playing.
the instruments were playing, no digital shit. So, man, I need to find these songs, send it to you, way. Tan con
Gee,
madre.
because I'm already intrigued.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
um I told Bella, like, dude, when I was younger, when I first started listening to music off of the internet, I would go into Yahoo. Yahoo had Yahoo Music
Yeah.
back in like 2000s, early 2000s. So Yahoo Music, they had different genres, right? They had pinche electronic, la la
Yeah.
la.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. I
would
remember.
I would choose sometimes I would choose jazz. Sometimes I would choose Yahoo, ¿cómo se llama este? Like it said something with Brazilian vibes, algo así. I always loved that, bro. Me ponía un pinche good vibe porque tenían congas, tic, tic, tac, 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 congas, and it's very bouncy music and very
Yeah.
jazzy, and that's what I like, the mix of those instruments.
Yeah.
And then they would use saxophones and trumpets. But now in this latter part of 2023, 2024, where I've gone back to the roots of Mexican regional music.
Yeah.
Like, and not only what's hitting right now, but going back to like the older, like even the more eterno vibes, like that, like
Yeah.
Vicente Fernandez,
Vicente Fernández,
um,
Antonio Aguilar,
Antonio Aguilar, Pepe Aguilar, güey, all these fucking greats that we
Pedro
haven't.
Infante.
Pedro Infante, not too much yet, but I've heard
Mhm.
his name, and if you
Yeah.
put his music, I'm like, oh, that's Pedro Infante.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pero like all these, like Rocío Dúrcal, we fucking amazing singer. Um,
Juan Gabriel.
Juan Gabriel, the man, I heard the story yesterday about it. My suegro was here. He's like, I was telling about the Joe Rogan experience, how
Mhm.
he was crying to Amor Eterno. He's like, did you know that Juan Gabriel, for there was a 3 year span where he wasn't recording or performing because he was in back in the late 70s or early 80s, he was in a fight with the record label. So, so para darles en la madre, he's like, I'm not gonna record for you or play music for you guys. I'm gonna do my own thing in Mexico. So he started writing songs for a lot of female singers, and Rocío Durcal was one of
Anyway,
them.
yeah, yep, yep,
And that's
yep.
when
They
he
will do
became,
it.
yeah, he became really, really famous and more, a lot, made more money business wise. And then he came back after that 3 year stunt, and he came back and boom, like he blew up the scene again. I was like, I didn't know that story. That was a badass story, man. I was like, wow, I gotta look into that.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of good history, history about music and
Mexican music in general, bro.
Mexican music. Yeah,
hmm
yeah, 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 yeah.
and I think people are starting to really like when I look at the comments. Let's say I go to Peso Pluma's music or
Mhm.
Fuerza Régida, Grupo Frontera. I see that in the comments section, they say from Brazil, boom, boom, from Spain, boom, boom, boom. You guys are amazing. La música de ustedes, la, la, la. Like people are just giving so much love from all different parts of the world. I think people were not used to the sounds of Mexico blowing up like that, that now they're actually seeing another side of the Mexican culture, Mexican world, the Mexican music, and a much more deeper appreciation for it.
I think the one that did that was Selena, bro.
Oh yeah, Selena
Selena,
for sure.
Selena, like, uh, fuck way, like she blew up because I think they would tour or go to like Ecuador or South
South
America,
America.
if I'm not mistaken. And pues obviously they fell in love with the movie and pues her songs, way, because uh she was a first Tejano artist, way,
International
to
pop
enter,
singer
way,
to
way, fuck, way,
she
like
broke waves, bro. She broke
yeah,
waves.
man. And it's so we went we went to go we went to Corpus about 3 weeks ago, and we've gone to the museum, way, but this time was different, way, because yeah, my kids were a little bit older, so they were taking it in all the accomplishments that she accomplished, right?
hmm
All the dresses that she has and everything. We went through the whole gamut, we went to the museum, then we went to where she used to live at, then we went to the cemetery, and then we went to the monument
Statue.
that she has,
Yeah.
the statue. So it's just the impact, way. I mean, people still go visit, way. When I went there, way, it was packed, way, packed, and I spoke to the lady there, and I asked them, like, what's who's the furthest that's come to visit, like, in the whole world? And he said, no, the furthest that I've known, and I've been here only 4 years, was people from Turkey, Saudi Arabia.
Holy shit.
Bro, yeah, way.
That's what I'm saying,
Far
bro.
away, far
Internationally,
away.
we're internationally known.
Yeah, bro. So it's just how amazing, how, like, her story. Yeah, it was a sad story, way.
hmm
Yeah, 23 years old, way. She passed. I mean, they killed her, la chingada, but it's just the impact that she had, away, and she was just starting.
Yeah. Brother, we are down to the last 30, 45 seconds. So I want to say thank you so much for being on today, man. It was a great episode. Thank God that the computer broke down, because if the computer wouldn't have broke down, we wouldn't have this conversation.
Yes, sir.
And the conversation ended up being better. And thank you so much for being on today, bro. Any last words before we wrap it up?
No, no, just for your audience. Thank you again, Eric, for giving me the time and letting me speak, talking about the stories, but also, practice gratitude, and like I said, like, thankful, and thank you, thankful for your audience. Appreciate it.
We are not a brand.